Good morning from Old St Andrews, Montrose, and welcome to our short thought for the day. When someone is looking for volunteers, are you the kind of person who immediately puts up their hand and is right in there? Or are you one of those who suddenly feels the need to look at your shoes or the speck of dust on the floor in front of you? Being overeager to volunteer often doesn't go down too well. Perhaps it smacks of overconfidence or sooking up. And the latter approach is more common, not that there needs to be a lot of dust on the floor. Why is it that volunteers are so hard to come by? It can be that we feel inadequate to the task in hand. We don't think we'll manage. Maybe it's just not our thing. Sometimes it's the thought we'll be lumbered, or we're not too keen on working alongside a particular person. It may be that we're not sure what would be expected of us, and sometimes it's simply that we just don't have the time to take on anything else. We're already too busy. There was a sign in the charity shop across the road from the church this month. Volunteers needed, urgently. Opening up again after the restrictions were lifted, they found themselves in need of more help, and that is something that many groups will find. I've no doubt that that will be true of churches too. A long time ago, Isaiah found himself in the temple. He had a vision of God calling him to service. A pretty dramatic encounter with angels, which must have been quite scary. Coming close to God in those days was thought to be the last thing you would ever do. They were a long way from Jesus' teaching about love, forgiveness, and fellowship. Anyway, God came near and asked, "Who will go for us?" Isaiah knew that the question was directed at him. Would he be God's messenger? And he found himself saying, "I will go." And deep down he knew that God would make that possible. And he did. And Isaiah became a great prophet. It's highly unlikely that we'll have a dramatic vision calling us to service, but Jesus calls each and every one of us to follow him, to serve him in our own way. What's more, he gives us what we need to do what he requires. He prompts us in love to love and serve him and others for his sake. And he wants that to bring us joy and peace. We don't always have to say yes to every request that someone makes of us, but neither should we always say no. Try not to compare yourself with one another. Just be yourself. It's you that Jesus wants to help advance his kingdom. Thank you for joining us. May the Lord bless you. Amen.